A lot of people are saying like, do you think they should give counter hit state after a block uppercut? No, you don't want that, because if you do that, bro, everybody would just be dying. It wouldn't even be fun anymore. Do you have fun with the Granblue beta? I did. I had a lot of fun. It was really fun. Thoughts on the lobby? I mean, that should not be 30 FPS. I mean, it's obvious. I think everybody agrees with that, right? I think the dash L is good. I didn't like it at first, I'm gonna be honest. I was like, oh man, it's like such a an overpowered mechanic, because you just do it. But then when I realized that, I was like, oh, I don't gotta just super jump and pray for my life anymore? Yo, this is cool. First things first, if you guys played the first beta that was announced like a month or two ago, this was a big upgrade. I like the dash attacks being more of a use, because if they came out in this game and they were just not that good, I think that would not be a good look for the game. A lot of people are comparing it to Drive Rush. I just want to know, how does that look like Drive Rush with the speed of the game? By the way, to talk about another thing too, I like the speed of the game. They made it faster. They made walk speed so much better. I really like that change. Yeah, the guard cancel is mad good, but I feel like a lot of people wasn't trying to use that mechanic. And it makes sense, because everybody wants to attack. But that mechanic is actually mad good. Playing people that were like really competent, what they would do is like, when I'm trying to come back, they'll just use it. And it makes it even harder to come back. Nah, bro, you haven't fought Source. Lancelot, those are guard cancel city characters. So I just think that like a lot of the things that people are like talking about, it's like they're not using all the mechanics to like say what's overpowered. The game is mad early, but I can just feel that like, yo, this is actually not bad. This is a good concept. Wire button to the universal overhead. They took the universal overhead mechanic away and added the I call it the surprise attack. And they added a surprise attack mechanic. Yeah, Ray Strike. I be trying to walk forward and block 6XM and punish, but I get pulled up with the LL 6XL. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's obnoxious, but that's why like a lot of characters that don't have like that range, they have like good ass like skills. And like, with the skill buff, like it makes like characters that don't have like that range, it's like, oh, well, we got all these other tools. Are there any characters with more active, more reactive footsie playstyle? I only mess with 6, Fairy, and Lancelot during the playtime. Yeah, there's like 20 other characters that are like really good. You got Percival, you got Gran, Katalina, Jita, Belial. Beelzebub is not reactive. Beelzebub is throwing on the screen and like EX dive kicking. I didn't play the Fall Guys on Granblue, but I watch people play it. That looked fun. As far as like the Bravery Assault being 25 meter, I think that move should be scaled a little bit. I think after like the second one, it should be scaled a little bit. Scaling is a bit too overpowered in some aspects, but not a lot. I like the fact that it doesn't affect combo limit. I think it not affecting combo limit is good for the game, because you want more. So like it not affecting combo limit is fine. The scaling is what matters the most. People should work a little bit harder to like kill off a character if you're gonna spend all like that. I think the follow-up should do more damage than the raw button. You know, like the spin to 25 should do the damage than just doing it raw. Because now if they spend the 25, that means that they have to really find a combo. So I just think they just need to switch it just a little bit. I thought the controls was great, but maybe it's because like I've been playing fighting games all the time. Maybe you're new to the fighting game, so like it might have been hard then, but I thought it was okay. Game was amazingly good. I find it weird due to the simple inputs, charge moves feel like they don't exist anymore. Yeah, I think charge characters are not charge characters anymore. I'll be honest. I think playing a charge character is not it. But I feel like you'll do charge moves sometimes, but not every time. But I 100% believe that like if you're playing Charlotta, you're not probably using charge. Dev needs to fully commit to simple inputs, no consequences, just balance around it and put skill in other places. No. That would really create a lot of problems. I honestly just think they should just make the charge character motion character. Yeah, I feel like to be honest with you, I feel like they buffed throws in like a weird way. They buffed it in a way where like it feels weak, but you're always mashing it now. You get what I'm saying? Because it's so fast. I feel like throws now, I can throw people's normals quite often. I definitely was waking up throwing quite a bit. A lot of people are saying like, do you think they should give counter hit state after a block uppercut? No, you don't want that, because if you do that, bro, everybody would just be dying. It wouldn't even be fun anymore. Do I think Dragon Punch is strong in this game? Nah, I actually think Dragon Punch are weak. I actually think it's not that good. A lot of people are telling me like, I feel like uppercuts are good for attacking people, but as far as like defense, not really that great. A lot of people, I think light DPs are trash in the game. And people are like, yeah, but you get a full combo. I'm like, yeah, but if you just block it in the air, doesn't matter. Nah, I like EX moves not knocking down anymore. That's really good. Healthy for the game. I think it's really good. Nah, 2H is broken in the game, but they also nerfed it too, which is interesting. It's still very good despite the nerf. Yeah, 2H on counter hit is definitely losers bracket. I've been seeing a lot of complaints. Everybody is complaining about the 6XL, but I literally think it's so good for the game because when you're in the corner, people don't remember, but when you're in the corner, you have to super jump out and pray. You gotta like fight, and then if you get hit in the corner, depending on the character, you lost 60%. Now I'm in the corner, you can use all of those options, and then you can do dash L. That is so great because now the person can't just flowchart one strategy and just beat because their character is just good at it. Yo, Percival versus Gran, right? I fought Juices, and like in the corner, there was a time where like all you had to do was just press 5U, and like, bro, if I get randomly counter hit or randomly hit, wall bounce, I lose. And I gotta like, because Percival, his air normals are like, he's so big in the air, so people just anti-air with everybody on the controller. Now I don't have to just jump for my life anymore. Now I can like dash up and attack. Dash 6XL, like it's obnoxious. I was annoyed at it, but as I like started like seeing it, that like, wow, I could get out of here. Oh, that's nice. I don't got to deal with this anymore. I started liking it. Best feature mechanic in the game and worst in your opinion? The best feature in the game I like is the meter buff. Oh my God. The fact that you build so much meter walking forward, fantastic. You built more walking than running. I love that. I love that. I thought that was so cool. Hence why I don't think dash L is that good, because when you run in that game versus walking, you build less meter. So I actually don't think it's that good. Like, I think it's godlike, but it's not enough for me to change it yet. Yeah, walking in the game versus dashing in the game, it's so much different. Now, if you got more meter running at somebody, I'm like, yeah, that is overpowered because you just build 50 meters just by running. No, you build more metering by walking. I love that about the game. That's why I was like, I don't think dash SL is that much of a crazy thing. It's good because we all are trying to hit buttons. Like, I'm trying to attack you, and you're trying to attack me. Nobody's trying to think of like blocking. Do you think Granblue Versus Rising can replace GGST as the new most popular anime fighter? I don't look at any game that it can replace the other. What I could say that I think Granblue Rising replaced Granblue Versus free. I don't know if I just didn't play any good, but I never felt like I was getting mixed with dirt. More just spacing. Yeah, I think a lot of like the dirty stuff in that game is more of like in the corner. But I felt like mid-screen, they wanted to make it as quote-unquote honest as possible. But I think all of like the scummy shit is definitely in the corner. But I mean, the moral story of this game is like, how can we make like strike throw the most fanciest possible? And that's basically what they're trying to do. The neutral skip U moves are fine. I actually don't think it's that bad. Again, it's okay because it costs 50 meter. Having meter advantage in this game actually feels, it like feels different. Bro, Gran full screen boot? That wasn't neutral skip? Katalina, like, special move? There was mad neutral skip in that game. They were just all basic. That was the problem. The neutral skip in this game is not basic anymore. Now they're like dynamic neutral skip. But all the 6 players, what they do? Block stream, EX, full screen, dive in the corner, dive back in, mad plus. Auto combo, pressure. Even Fairy was neutral skip. Yeah, they are safer. I agree, they are safer in a lot of ways. But, you know, it costs a huge resource, you know? Spending 50 meter to neutral skip is like not that good. Not a lot of characters' ultimate moves were like plus on block, but it definitely did get them in. The neutral skips in the old game was like neutral skip, you got hit, hard knockdown, safe jump. But that's what I'm saying, like you get in and sometimes you are plus, but like even if you get hit, you don't just get safe jump loop the whole game. That was basically what it was. It's like, yo, you just safe jump, EX move, safe jump. That was literally what happened. Like, yo, you literally got looped. It was no interaction for how footsie oriented the game was. And this is me talking from a person who loves the game, by the way. I love Granblue Versus. Like, I'm not talking about it as in, like, I hate it. I love it. But that was what it was, bro. Like, you know, sweep into losers bracket. Like, depending on the character, you got a command grab. I mean, yeah, it's a matter of preference, but it's not bad, is what I'm saying. There are things that I like about Guilty Gear, like, as a whole, and like Strive didn't have any of the things that I like, but I don't think Strive is bad. I just thought the balance was garbage, but then now the balance is great. So now I'm like, oh, Yeah, nice. Now everybody's f***ed up. This is what Guilty Gear was all about. Everybody being a f***ed up character. Another thing people don't talk about, and I'm gonna go ahead and say, when this game first came out, Versus, I always said that, like, hey, I can't play this game because, you know, this game needs rollback, man. Like, it should be crazy to be playing this game in delay bit, in the standard. And I obviously, you know, was one of the guys that was like, yo, people should have more standards for themselves. And I got a lot of shit from the community, especially from the Granblue community about it. But you know, I'm glad that I stuck to my guts because now I got rollback and crossplay. And you know, I'm really glad that we got it now because, you know, as much as you hate it, you could thank me later, but mother, we got this going. And now I can play with my homie that don't have a PC, and I can play with my homies that don't got console. And guess what? I can play with somebody that is like 6 hours from a flight away from me, and it's playable.